Welcome back. We are currently understanding pronouns and their different kinds, different type of pronouns we are understanding every day. Today we are going to understand a very important pronoun which is called relative pronoun. So let's understand what are relative pronouns. Relative pronoun. As the name itself says, these pronouns relate or carry us back to the noun that goes before. Okay, let's understand. These pronouns, these pronouns relate or carry us back to the noun going before. What are the relative pronouns? These are the pronouns which relate or carry us back to the noun going before. For example, I met Ram, who was standing I met Ram, who was standing near the gate. Or you, I met Ram, who was standing near the gate. So here we are referring to this person. I met a man who was sitting on the bench, on the park bench or bench. I have found the pen which I had lost. So here these are the words which are used as relative pronouns. Take, what, take what you, take any pen, take any pen which you want. Take any pen which you want. So here you can see these examples. These are the examples of relative pronoun. Now we will understand some examples, some types of relative pronouns. These are the examples in the sentences. Now we will understand the relative pronouns. That means their types of relative pronouns. There are four types of relative pronouns. What are these? Relative pronoun which, relative pronoun that, relative pronoun what, which, that, and who. There are four types of relative pronouns. Types of relative pronouns. There are four: what, which, that, and who. We all know that there are three cases in noun and pronoun. There are three cases: nominative, possessive, and accusative. Nominative is also called subjective. Accusative is also called objective case, and possessive is also called genitive case. So we will understand them one by one. Firstly, we will take who. Nominative. Nominative means subjective case. Then possessive means genitive case, and then accusative means objective case. Here we will understand them in singular or plural. Both cases, these will be the same. So here we are understanding it will remain who, and then it will be whose, and here it will be whom or who. Who is used in the very informal English, okay, and in the formal English, whom is always used, okay. So you just understand, when used as a nominative, then who will be used as a nominative, and for possessive case we use whose, and for accusative or objective case whom or who. And who is used in the informal English, otherwise whom is very common, okay. Now let's understand another one, which. There is no genitive case of which. There is no genitive case of which. But when some genitive case is required, then it is supplied by who. Who means the possessive case of who. Possessive case of who. And what is the possessive case? Possessive case of who is whose, and which roughly means of which. So here you can write the note. There is no possessive case of, there is no possessive case of which. Case of which, and it is substituted by whose. Whenever possessive case of which is required, we use whose, and roughly it means of which. Okay, so we need to take care of these things. Now we will understand that. That. This is the third one. That also has the same form in accusative and in nominative. It has the same form, okay. Now what? This is the last one. It also has the same form in accusative and nominative, and there is no possessive of what. Now we will understand some examples of what and that. Okay. Examples. He is honest. That speaks truth. That speaks truth. He is honest. That speaks truth. I am here to speak. I am here to speak to that person. Here, that is adjective, and here, that is relative pronoun. So you can see how that is used as a relative pronoun and how that is used as an adjective also. What has happened is not clear. So here you can see this pronoun what. I don't believe what he says. So here these are the examples of these relative pronouns, that, what, and we have already understood the other two relative pronouns. Now we will understand compound personal relative pronouns. Compound relative pronouns. Okay. Compound relative pronouns. Compound relative pronouns. What are compound relative pronouns? When we add so or ever, okay, with these relative pronouns, then we get compound relative pronouns. When so, ever, when so and ever is added, when so and ever is added, so and ever is added to relative pronouns who, what, which, okay, we get compound relative pronouns. Compound relative pronouns. Okay, so let's see example. Whosoever, 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 whoever, whoever, then whatever, whatsoever, whatsoever, whichever, okay, etc. So you can see these are the compound relative pronouns. So I hope you have understood what are the relative pronouns, what are their types, how these are used, and if you know their correct use, and you know that sometimes some pronouns are also used as adjectives, and in the same way relative pronouns are also used sometimes as adjectives. So you must understand the fine difference how the pronouns are used, okay, and if you know the correct uses, then you will be able to write correctly and speak correctly, okay. So I hope you have understood each and everything in a very clear way. We will meet in the next class, then we will understand some more pronouns. Till then, keep watching, and before I end the class, you subscribe the channel if you are a new student, and if you are the regular one, then you just recommend the channel. Thank you.